Hey everyone, it is time for another bonus video. I typically only post on Sundays. However, I have been trying to throw in a midweek bonus video here and there. I've been doing okay at doing that. I know I missed one last month, but we're gonna get one in this month. The first thing I want to do is welcome all my new subscribers that came over from my tour and interview with Bob Wells over on Cheap RV Living. I got quite a little boost in subscribers, so welcome. As I mentioned in my tour video with him, I do also have a 21-foot travel trailer, and that is what I'm sitting in right now, and that serves as my home base here in the Eastern Sierra Nevada mountains of California. For those of you that are new, I traveled full-time on the road up until the beginning of this year when I found a home base. So I'm traveling part-time now, splitting my time between my home base and the road, although I have not spent a whole lot of time at my home base. If you'd like to see a full tour of this trailer, I'm going to go ahead and put a link below for anyone who is new that might be interested. Now, even though I'm traveling part-time now, I traveled full-time, mostly solo, for almost 6 years. So I feel like I have enough knowledge about this topic to discuss it, and I feel like it is a really important topic, and that is maintaining healthy, positive mental health while on the road full-time. I think that some of the things that I do to do that can apply to living in a normal sticks and bricks 9-to-5 type lifestyle as well. One of the reasons I'm currently here at my home base is to that end. I am here to rest, recharge, and regroup. That is something I had been looking for the last couple of years on the road, a little bit more stability, and that has gone a long way to help me maintain a healthy, positive mental health state. Today we're going to go over several things that I do that might be helpful to you if you're thinking about living this lifestyle or just in life in general. It's kind of a gloomy day today. Rain is expected, thunderstorms are expected, so I thought it was a good time to sit inside and have this chat. So something that might be different for me being on the road is it is also my job. Creating content here on YouTube is my job. So the lines can kind of blur a little bit between work and just travel and having fun. I always try to have a good time out here, but there definitely is work involved. So one of the things I try to do is maintain a healthy work-life balance. I don't have a typical 9-to-5, so it can be easy to fall in the trap of working all the time, working at all hours, working on weekends, not taking days off. I think that sometimes when you work for yourself, you work harder than you do if you work for somebody else. I've always kind of been of the mind that I need to be going, always doing something. That is even before I hit the road full time. That was in my careers, and it's hard to kind of retrain your mind to not think that way. It takes effort. I try to make sure that I make time for days off. One of the reasons I chose to enter into this lifestyle was to be able to enjoy nature, enjoy the beauty of this world. And for me, I need to make time to do that. It can't always be about work. So it's been a process to kind of reprogram my mind around that. That's one of the reasons I only post once per week, because I do need that time for myself. I'm a one-woman show, so there's a lot of work involved in just getting that one video produced per week. That could be something that could apply to anybody in any lifestyle, is maintaining a healthy work-life balance. One of the things that is unique about living on the road full time is that you're often away from your family and friends. You're traveling, you're not near them, you don't have that support system immediately accessible in terms of just calling up a friend and saying, hey, I'm gonna come over and let's go hang out or have a cup of coffee and have a chat. You don't have that ability to do that. I think it takes a pretty hardy individual to set out on this lifestyle. I think that in general, it takes a strong individual and a person that is okay with their own company and being alone. Having said that, you can still get lonely out here. It can still feel very isolating. It is really easy to isolate when you live on the road full time. That can be a dangerous place. Oh my gosh, you guys, I slept a full 10 hours last night. I didn't even want to get out of bed. I got up, made my bed, and just jumped right back on top of it and started getting some work done. My RV mattress by Brooklyn Bedding is so comfortable that I could literally sit on it, lay on it, work on it all day long. What is RV Mattress by Brooklyn Bedding? RVmattress.com is a Brooklyn Bedding brand known for top-of-the-line quality and comfort. Plus, if you're in the US, they ship conveniently to you for free from their Arizona factory. They offer different firmness options, heights, and dimensions, even RV-specific and non-traditional sizes to fit right into your lifestyle. When I was searching for a new mattress, I needed a mattress that would fit in this 21-foot travel trailer and be super comfortable. A good night's sleep is so important to me. If you think about it, we probably spend about half of our lives in our beds. That's why I chose the Signature Hybrid in the medium firmness and the short queen size. With your RV Mattress by Brooklyn Bedding mattress, you get a 120-night sleep trial along with a limited lifetime warranty and free shipping to your door if you live in the US. The best part about all of this is that Brooklyn Bedding mattresses are designed, assembled, and shipped from their Arizona factory. I've been sleeping on this mattress now for 3 whole years, and I get the most amazing night's sleep when I'm sleeping right here on this mattress. You definitely do not have to sacrifice quality if you are living in a mobile dwelling like a van or an RV. RV Mattress by Brooklyn Bedding has you covered. Plus, a really cool thing is it comes rolled up in a box, and it's really easy to bring into your RV and set up yourself. I love my RV Mattress by Brooklyn Bedding, and I think you would too. If you're looking for a new bed, check out rvmattress.com. You can click the link below, scan the QR code here, or go to rvmattress.com/Catherine to get 30% off your order with code Catherine. After you check out, you can support my channel by telling them that I sent you in their post-purchase survey. Thank you once again to RV Mattress for sponsoring this video. Now, back to the show. I think it is incredibly important to maintain relationships with family and friends. With technology these days, it can be easy to do. I have group texts going on with my family. I have 5 siblings, which 4 of them are sisters. So my sisters and my mom and I have a group text going, and we text daily. I'm in contact with them on a daily basis unless I'm in the backcountry and I don't have cell service. So that is a way that I stay connected. We have FaceTime these days on our phones. We have Zoom, where we can actually see someone face to face, even though it's just on the computer. But one thing I have done over the years is I've definitely made time to head back home and actually spend FaceTime with my friends and family. I've been really good about that. I go home several times a year just to make sure that I have that time. I've got very young littles in the family and they grow fast. I want to make sure they know who I am. I want to make sure they know I love them. And receiving the love for them is so incredibly good for my mental well-being and my heart. Sometimes that means a lot more driving, a lot more miles on my vehicle to go out of the way and come all the way home, but it is absolutely worth it. I also try to connect with people on the road. Now I have friends all over the country, friends that I even grew up with in Southern California, have moved to other states, and I travel through those states occasionally, so I make sure to look them up and spend some time with them while I'm passing through. I've met people since I've been on the road, and I try to connect with people in that way too. I've met people through this YouTube channel and patrons that I now call friends, so I try to also connect with them. In fact, on my next expedition, I will be meeting up with a couple friends for a backpacking trip, which I'm really excited about. That is something I didn't initially do. I was pretty much solo out here when I first got out on the road. It was lonely at times, I will definitely admit that. And I think in year 2, I made a conscious decision to make sure that I was connecting with people on the road. That really made a positive difference in my life. I'm okay with being alone in my own company, but I do also cherish connectivity and connecting with people. I'm going to get real here and say that after about year 3, 4, I was not feeling it so much being alone out here anymore. I wasn't sure that I would want to continue to travel if I was alone all of the time. For the last couple of years, I've been lucky enough to have a travel companion part-time. So that has really reinvigorated me, and it's fun to share experiences with someone else, be able to look over and go, hey, wow, isn't that really cool? Or, it was something that I was beginning to miss. I think with this lifestyle, a lot of people have seasonal work, or they work remotely or digitally, and it's difficult to find someone to spend time with for any extended period of time. So I feel very fortunate that I do have friends that can occasionally travel with me. And for me, after almost 6 years, I did come to the conclusion that I did want a home base. I've been looking for the last couple of years for something that checked most of the boxes, and I was lucky enough to find a place that did that. So at the beginning of this year, I did get a home base, and it's actually been working out just as I envisioned it, where I would go out on expeditions for a month at a time. It's been about a month at a time that I go out, come back for several weeks to a month, and then head back out again. I think it's been working out great. I have gone into the reasons that I wanted to find a home base in other videos, so I'm not going to get into that here. For me, that's probably been one of the biggest changes I've made to maintain positive mental health. It's going to look different for everyone, and what you might need to do for your own mental health might be very different from what I need to do. But I think it's really important to take a look at what would work best for you and put it into action. Making time for self-care is a must, whether that is meditation, exercise, making sure that I get good rest, eating healthy, although I fall short with that quite often. But yes, self-care. Sitting out in the sun, just soaking in some vitamin D, taking a walk. I think unplugging is super important. That's one of the reasons I really love backpacking trips, because I am completely unplugged. I have Starlink, so even if I'm in, camping in a remote area, I have the ability to have service, and that's not always good in my case. I don't always like being connected to service, so disconnecting for me occasionally is a really good thing. Anyhow, I thought this might be an interesting topic, particularly if you are considering this lifestyle, because I do get questions all the time whether it gets lonely, whether it gets exhausting, and how it affects my mental well-being. And right before I came back to home base, I knew that it was time that I needed a break. I needed a break from the road. I needed a break from the constant moving. I needed a break from driving. I just needed a break. I think it's really important to give yourself that break and listen to your soul, mind, and body. I wasn't so good at that early on, but I'm really getting better at it as time goes on and the years go on. Having said that, once I have that break, I always start to get itchy to get back out on the road. And that's kind of where I'm getting to right now. So I'm really excited to get back out on the next leg of adventures, which is going to be really, really exciting. I would love for you all to join in on the conversation. If you'd like to drop below what you do for yourselves to maintain a healthy mental balance. I learned so much from you all as well. You all have such amazing feedback a lot of the time, things that I've never even thought of. So yeah, please join in the conversation. I think that's going to do it for this one. Just a short, sweet little bonus video. I hope that you enjoyed it or found it helpful. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for taking the time to view this. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing to come along on all the exciting adventures. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you all on the next adventure. I appreciate you all so much. See you soon, everybody. Bye-bye.